The story you're about to hear is true. Well, the stories at the beginning are true. I know because they happened to me when I was little. The subject of the story, of the show, is an actual event that occurred here in Nicholasville, Kentucky, January 17th, 1955. Everything else is a complete fabrication. And I'm going to leave it up to you to decide which is fact, which is fiction. Enjoy.
And now the news. At approximately 1:30 this morning, explosives were detonated at the Farmers Bank in downtown Nicholasville. Due to the extent of the damage, the bank has set up a temporary location at the S.J. Erie Lumber Yard. Martin's department store, located next door to the bank, also sustained minor structural damage. Witnesses said the blast could be felt for blocks as several windows were shattered in nearby businesses. Walnut Street has been closed indefinitely while the debris is removed, and police say at this time they have no suspects. In sports premises on the Credit Fair, Adolph Rupp takes his #1 Kentucky Wildcats to Baton Rouge to battle the LSU Tigers tonight. With a win, the Wildcats will move to 10-1 on the season. Well, it's the summer of 1992, and we join 3 high school friends around the campfire with their wives.
Oh man, yeah, hot dogs.
I need the marshmallows too.
Yeah.
What you're done with them, bring it back over here.
Yeah, you got it.
All right, let's tell a couple stories.
Okay.
All right, I'll start.
All right, go.
Start. I was about 5 years old when the neighborhood kids and I were playing in the alley behind our house. And there was this old tree that had hollowed out, and the fellow who lived next door to us, granted, I was 5, he was 7, so he was an older guy. He was going to chop that tree down. He chopped and chopped and chopped, and that tree did not fall. So I told him, I said, stop chopping for a minute. Let me crawl up inside it. I'll push against the hull, and I'll see if you've weakened it any.
This don't sound good.
So while I was in there, I pushed, and I yelled, "One more hit, I get it." So he reared back and bam, hit that tree. Well, it came through the tree, struck me in the back of the head.
Oh,
no.
Needless to say, I came out of the tree
Yeah.
very quickly. Now picture this. My hair at the time was white, not blonde, it was white. So my friends saw the blood running all down, and they took off. I was by myself.
I thought he'd killed you.
So I ran home, and when I came to the door, my mother, she heard me screaming, so she came running out. Now, this happened at the very time she was using Miss Clairol. So she grabbed me and put a towel around my head, put a towel around her head, and we ran to the local hospital. 6 stitches is all it took to sew up the gash in my head. Now, 50 years later, I still don't know if that tree ever came down.
Small spot right there. Yeah. Wow. I have a story somewhere.
All right, let's hear it.
Remember 3 of us kids at home. I was about the age of what you were talking about. I was about 6 probably. And my brother was about 10, and I think my sister made her about 13.
Yeah.
She's chasing my brother around the house, you know how like kids do. My brother comes running through the hall, and since my sister is right behind him, he slams the door behind him. And this was an older house, you see. It had been built on over time. And the door that was there in the hall was actually an exterior door.
One of those with individual
that
panes
has
of
the
glass.
panes in it, you know. So you guessed it. My sister's running right behind him, and he slams that door, and her arm goes right through.
Right through the glass.
So there's blood everywhere, and all of us screaming and hollering and chaos and confusion. And yep, you guessed it, my mom also was using Miss Clairol. Quit using that stuff.
Apparently it was pretty popular. All right, I got another one. What kid doesn't love carnival?
Right.
Yeah, that's
Now there was a town I lived close to called Williamson, West Virginia, and the carnival that came through was called Thomas Joyland, and it hit small towns throughout West Virginia and eastern Kentucky. My mom decided she was going to take my brother and one of my older sisters and a couple of their friends. I was probably about 6 years old.
You did a lot when you were 6.
I did. Well, I wanted to go. And my dad stayed with me at my grandparents' house, and that was about 15 miles outside Williams. It was then I made the decision, one way or another, I was going to Carnival. So I walked about 50 yards to the main highway and began to walk toward the direction of town. I heard a car coming. And what was I, 5, 6, 7 years old? I stuck my thumb out.
Man, that was
I was going to thumb a ride.
Oh, no.
Well, fortunately or unfortunately, they stopped. I hopped in the back seat, and they asked where I was going. I said, well, I'm going to Williamson at the Carnival. They drove about 50 yards toward town, stopped, turned around, and drove back to the general store in front of my grandparents' house.
Uh-oh.
It took me inside, and the gentleman asked, anybody know whose boy this is? He was thumbing a ride to Williams. My uncle, who happened to own the general store, said, I know whose boy that is.
Uh-oh.
My heart sank. He took me back to my dad, and needless to say, I did not attempt to thumb a ride again.
I bet.
I would say that his dad wore him out.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna sit for a while.
Yeah.
I'm just guessing. Here's another one.
All right.
It's not exactly a kid's story, but my father passed away in 1985, and my mom is 92 years old and never remarried. A few years ago, her sister, my Aunt Merle, passed away, and I was going to go to the visitation.
Okay.
So I stopped by my mom's house to see if she wanted to go with me. She said she wasn't feeling well and would maybe go later. So I went to the living room, talked with my Aunt Wanda for a few minutes, and when it was time to go, I looked in on Mom to tell her that I was leaving, and she was putting on her makeup to go with me. I asked her, what changed your mind? She said, well, I'd better go, because you never know where or when I might run into Mr. Wright.
I can hear her saying that.
I said, okay, come on, let's go. Mr. Wright.
What a gal.
JC and I have been going back and forth. Greg, don't you have anything?
Well, nothing really funny like what you guys are telling.
Oh, come on, brother. Tell us some story. I'm sure you guys
Just
must.
one. Come on, Greg.
Go ahead.
Okay, well, there is something that I've never told anybody. I've never spoken a word of this to anyone. So before I tell you guys, you have to please swear to secrecy.
All right.
Okay.
You got it.
Yeah,
We won't tell us all.
This could, yeah, I just-
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you know how you hear people say, don't do it, you'll get caught, you'll never get away with it?
Absolutely.
Well, I'm here to tell you, it is possible. I did get away with it.
Uh-oh.
Nobody even had a clue. To this day, no one knows.
Wow.
This is getting.
I want to hear it.
Please, remember guys, do not repeat a word of this, okay?
All right.
Okay.
Just tell us, Greg.
Okay.
All right, well, back in high school, I was having dinner one evening at my girlfriend Peggy's house.
The sparkle of your eye, the warmth of your skin, your breath on my neck that shakes me within. Don't you just love that?
Sounds to me
It
like
speaks
you're
to
coming
me.
down with a sickness.
A sickness? Like what?
I don't know, maybe ridiculitis or globus stupidus.
That sounds pretty serious. You know, Sheriff, I think I had that ridiculitis once.
I'm not surprised, Greg. Doesn't seem like you've ever gotten over it either.
Oh.
So, Greg, how's high school going this year?
Good.
What classes are you taking?
The ones they make me take.
The classes they make you take. You're a senior, aren't you?
Yep.
Yep. Sounds like you need to go back and retake English.
Dad, what's with the third degree?
Mike, you have been a sheriff way too long. You act like you're interrogating a crook. Greg, I think he's asking you about your future plans.
Oh, well, I'm saving up to buy a car right now. Sutherland's has
You
his...
know you can't marry my daughter.
Daddy!
What?
You can't marry my daughter until you make enough money to take care of her.
Take care of her.
Yeah.
Well, how much is that?
You don't know.
All right, boys, that is enough talk. Let's go eat.
All right. How many do you want?
All right, how many do I? Give me 2 off the bottom, please, if you don't mind making the same.
I'm hungry again. Get some for me too. David motions for 1. Dealer takes 1. And Greg.
What?
How many cards?
Give me 5.
You know it's 5-card stud, right?
Listen, are you gonna play cards or stare out the window?
I'm sorry, guys. I'm just a little bit distracted.
What makes tonight different than any other night? You're thinking about Peggy, aren't you?
Whoa.
Hey, let me ask you guys a question.
Okay.
And then,
Can we finish the game?
Yes,
All
JC,
right.
yes.
Let's hear what's so important that you completely lost track of the game.
All right.
How much money does it take to take care of somebody?
I don't know what you're talking about, and I'm not sure I want to know either.
Yeah.
Come on, guys, I'm serious.
Loaded question.
Well, Peggy's dad says that I can't marry her until I have enough money to take care of her.
I can tell you this. It's a lot more than you have.
That's the truth, brother.
Well, I've got to do something, guys. I just don't know what.
I have an idea.
What's that?
Let's play cards.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, well, I'll take 3 cards.
Okay. 3 to the man with the death wish. Mitch, the bet is yours.
I'm in for a dime.
Confident, aren't you, Mitch? The bet is a dime. David calls. How about you, Greg? Greg. Earth to Greg. Come in, Greg.
Oh, what's the bet?
To stay in, it's a dime.
Oh, well, I'll see your dime, and I'll raise you $100.
I'm out.
Man, you're not going to win enough in this poker game to support Peggy, I'll tell you.
Well, I definitely can't do it winning a dime here and there. I have to come up with a better plan, guys.
All right, well, how about this? Listen to this song I just wrote. Guaranteed to be a #1 hit. When I'm playing all over the world, making money hand over fist, I'll pay you to be my manager. How about that?
All right.
I like it.
What's so funny?
Well, your original song is raunchy.
Just because you don't like it, no reason to make fun of my play.
No. I'm not making fun. The song is raunchy.
What he means, Mitch, is that the name of the song you're playing is raunchy.
Oh.
Yeah, I heard it on the radio the other day. It's by Bill Justice.
I thought it was familiar.
And if you're going to make enough money to need a manager and pay me, you're going to have to come up with some original music.
I will.
Really?
You just watch it and keep listening.
Okay.
I can't wait for you. I need something now.
Hey, Peggy, wait a minute. I'll walk home with you.
Oh, come on, I'm in a hurry. Greg and I are gonna go into town.
You already do your homework?
Yes, I got it all done. Took me a while on the algebra. I can't believe she gave us so many problems.
Well, math is my favorite subject.
Well, I like math, but English is my favorite. I just love poetry, don't you?
Yeah, I guess, but love is such a strong word, though, don't you think? But does Greg ever read poems to you?
Greg? No, not him. He isn't really a poetry guy. But he is cute, though.
Yeah, he is that. Do you think you'll ever marry him?
I don't think he'll ever ask me. My dad gave him a 3rd degree at dinner last night.
Oh, no. What'd he say?
Daddy told him he couldn't marry me until he had enough money to keep me.
Keep you? Keep you in what or from what? How much does your dad expect you to have?
I don't know. Well,
all right. I hope I find love someday.
You will. Mr. Right might be right before your eyes. I'm trying to say that 3 times fast.
Right before my very eyes. I better get my eyes checked.
Well, he'll sweep you off your feet when you least expect it.
Hey, see you Monday at school. Tell Greg hi for me.
I will. Bye. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Peggy. How was school?
Great. I just love what we're doing in English Lit class this term. American poetry.
Now go on and get your homework done.
I already did it at school. I'm going to change clothes. Greg's coming over in a few minutes.
Hi, Greg. Peggy's here, Greg. Come on, where are you two going?
Oh, we're gonna walk up to town to watch them change the letters on the marquee. And then we might go by Yearwoods for a moment.
Oh, hi, Greg. Bye, Mom. Bye, Daddy.
I'll be home before dark.
We will.
Well, it doesn't look like you ran him off with your cross-examinations after all.
Well, I wasn't trying to run him off. Just to get his attention.
Oh, Mike, she's a smart girl. She'll make the right decision when the time comes. You remember, my father didn't want you to marry me either. He didn't run you off.
Well, that just shows he wasn't trying hard enough.
We better hurry, Peggy. When I walked by the theater a few minutes ago, they already had the ladder out.
Okay. Ooh, just in time. Let's sit here on the steps of the courthouse.
Okay. Well, I really enjoy doing things like this with you, Peggy.
Me too. Greg,
Yes, Peggy?
life becomes a burden, chasing only treasures. The amount of love you give should be your life's measure.
Huh?
Never mind.
Oh well. Do you want to guess which movie they're going to show?
Oh, sure. I hope it's Rear Window. I just love those Hitchcock mysteries, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe A Star Is Born. That Judy Garland, she sure can sing.
Oh, come on.
Well, what do you hope it is?
Well, I want to see The Creature from the Black Lagoon. It's about a geology expedition in the Amazon, and they encounter a half-man, half-fish creature who kidnaps a pretty girl.
Yeah, I know what you're up to. You just want it to be something scary so that you can put your arm around
In
it.
the back row, yes, of course.
Well, looks like we're both wrong.
Yeah.
Magnificent.
Obsession.
Yeah.
Magnificent obsession. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm okay with that. That Rock Hudson sure is dreamy. I hope to get to be Mrs. Rock Hudson someday.
Yeah. Well, you'll have to pull him away from Doris Day first.
Hey, Greg.
Oh, hey,
Hey,
Jason.
Hey, JC. Hey, where you headed to, buddy?
I'm headed to Keeneland. I hear they're hiring for the opening fall meet. You want to go?
You might be short enough to ride one of those horses, buddy, but I don't think they'll ever let me on one.
No. I'm not talking about riding the horses.
Huh?
I'm talking about working concessions or parking cars or maybe taking bets.
Ooh, now that I can do.
Yeah, come on.
I think I'm going to go with JC, Peggy. I'll call you tomorrow. See you later.
Oh, well, bye, Greg. Good luck.
I'm glad you stopped by.
Well, Greg, have you found that get-rich-quick scheme yet?
No, not yet, JC.
Well, I saw something that was just up your alley.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Now, where did I see that? Oh, I was at the Withers Library.
Oh, yeah, boy. Well, what was it, JC? Did they have something on the community bulletin board? Somebody offering work?
No. Let's see. Wait a minute. Oh, I know what it was. It was an ad in the back of a comic book I was reading. You know, you can make up to $6 a week selling Grit magazine.
$6 a week?
Yeah.
I need more, JC. A lot more.
Well, and the only place that has more money than that around here is the bank.
Yeah, but you have to have an account to get money out of the bank. And, well, if I had an account, I wouldn't be worried about where to get money. Huh? Never mind. Just keep driving. You should be there soon.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo!
What about that now?
Yeah.
They hired us both.
Yes, and good money too.
Yeah.
But there's just one problem. It's only for a few weeks. And then I'm back to being me again.
Well, you need to ask David. He didn't say a word about it the other night when we were playing cards, but he works at Farmer's Bank. Maybe he can point you in the right direction.
Now, I've already asked him. You know what he said?
What?
Save up. Save up.
Sounds like something my dad would say.
Hey, you got any of those comic books with you?
Yeah. Look in the back seat.
Oh, okay. Hey, nice selection.
Thanks.
Superman, the Lone Ranger, Bugs Bunny.
It's for my little brother.
Oh, I thought you were the little brother, JC. Oh, well, let's see what the Lone Ranger's up against this week. Oh, I see the ads in the back of the book about how to make money.
Yeah, see, I told you.
Yeah, let's see. I can sell flower seeds, guaranteed to grow year-round.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas cards, make 35 cents a box.
Yep.
Lord, who would buy these things? Look how ugly and cheap they are.
I feel sorry for you.
Man. Oh, get this.
What?
Turn water into blood with this amazing new chemistry
Ooh,
set.
yeah. My mother won't let me get one of those. She's afraid I might make a bomb and blow up the house.
Well, hey, this is my stop. Can I take one of these to read?
Sure, Greg. Any of them except the Bugs Bunny.
Oh, I take it you haven't read that one, did you?
Real funny. See you later.
I'll get it, Mother.
All right, dear.
Oh, hi, Greg. Come on in.
Hi, Peggy. Hello, everybody. Wow, whatever that is sure smells good.
Yeah, and it tasted good too. Too bad there's none left.
Well, that's okay. Here, Peggy, you left it with me the other night.
Thank you, Greg.
Where have you been keeping yourself? Not that I'm complaining, as long as it isn't here.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder, Daddy.
Fonder what?
Fonder, Greg.
Not to me, it doesn't.
Well, I've actually been studying, sir.
Dr. Seuss again?
Greg, recite a poem to me. Something like, I knew the day we met that we were meant to be. I knew our fate was set, that you were the one for me.
Oh, I only live for your love and your kiss. It's paradise to be near you like this.
Oh, I love that song.
What song?
Oh, those are the lyrics to Because of You by Tony Bennett. I heard that on the radio the other night. Remember, Mike, it was when we were waiting for Fibber McGee and Molly.
I'm sorry, Peggy. I'm just no good at coming up with poetry. But what I have been doing is spending a lot of time with my new Chemcraft chemistry set that I got from the back of a comic book.
Oh, I get it. You're going to turn ordinary paper into money. You know, counterfeiting is illegal.
Yes, Sheriff.
But if you want to earn some money the legal way,
Uh-huh.
come down to the sheriff's department tomorrow afternoon and bring a few of your friends with you.
Okay, I'll see who I can bring. Bye, Peggy. Bye, everyone.
Hey, Greg!
Hey, Rita, come on in.
Oh, I'm sorry. Have I interrupted dinner? Did I interrupt dinner, Peggy?
No, they're just
Oh.
finishing. Go on
I'm
in.
sorry, you were just finished and it's fine.
Oh, well, I just want to borrow your pink poodle skirt.
Oh, come on, let's get it.
So, what was Greg doing here?
He just came over for a minute. I actually haven't seen much of him lately.
Oh,
Let's go up here and see where it is.
So, what's your idea of the perfect boyfriend?
Well, he's sweet, funny,
Yeah.
handsome,
Ooh, of course.
smart,
Yeah.
and most of all, he has to be a real romantic. You know, he not only writes poetry, but he can recite it by heart.
Oh, look! I see an 8-ball. Look!
Yeah, well, what's your idea of a perfect boyfriend?
Oh, I don't know. A guy with a good personality, I guess, and a bit mysterious, and one who treats me like a princess, of course.
Well, you'll find one someday, just like Greg.
So, do you ever ask the Magic 8-ball questions about Greg?
All the time. It always says, inconclusive.
Of course.
I don't think there are any definite answers in there. Here, watch. Magic 8-ball, will Greg ever marry me?
Oh, reply hazy, try again.
Magic 8-ball, will Greg and I spend the rest of our lives together? Cannot predict now.
Here, let me try. Magic 8-ball, have I met the man who will be my husband? It is certain. Look, I sure hope it's somebody like Greg.
I sure hope it is too. Well, here's this skirt.
Let's try it on. Okay, thanks.
Well, where are we going with the story? That's the end of Act 1. We'll return to the second act. First, this word from our sponsor. Definitely a new look in men's fine Milans, the deep, deep green of Dobbs Black Forest straw hats. Being seen this summer wherever well-dressed men gather together. Whether the exclusive Crater Crown model or the ever-popular Thunderbird, Retailer sportswear at the low, low price of only $10. Other fine Dobbs straws ranging from $5 to $40, made by hand at the Waldorf in New York. Fine Dobbs hats are available locally at Martin's Department Store, Main Street in Nicholasville. Stop by today and see Shelby Combs at Martin's for a look that will surely blow everyone away. And now, as we begin Act 2, we have Mitch, Greg, and JC walking downtown to see what work the sheriff has for them.
So exactly what do we have to do?
He didn't say, Mitch. So, what do we have to do?
He didn't say.
Hey, boys.
Hey,
Come on in.
Hey, Sheriff.
How are you?
As you boys probably know, the last time we had a few days of rain, Main Street flooded.
Right.
Now, do you know where Town Branch runs through town?
Sure, it starts at 2nd Street, up there at Depot Street, and it comes out on the corner, just to the side of the church, on the corner of Walnut and York.
That's right, exactly. Now, somewhere in that stretch, underground, is a backup. It might be a tree limb or something. It won't let large amounts of water flow through it. I need somebody to go in there, find it, and remove it. That way we can get the water to flow again.
So where do we get the equipment?
How much will the job pay?
Okay, even better.
Okay. We'll supply uniforms and the equipment.
Okay.
Good.
Now keep in mind, the minimum wage is 75 cents an hour.
Okay.
I'll pay each of you $3 an hour.
$8 an hour.
Yes.
Well, when do we
What I'm
start?
I
saying.
need the job done in a week.
Okay.
Are you interested?
Absolutely. When do we start?
First thing in the morning if you want.
We'll be there.
We'll be there.
All right, thanks, sir.
Dude, careful.
Yeah, I know. What are we stepping?
Need one of those masks.
Day 3, guys. We're out. But I think we're making some serious progress. I don't think it'll take a week, do you?
You think the sheriff would give us a bonus if we finish earlier?
I don't see why not. What's that?
Dude. Step
It's
it.
amazing the things we've found in here.
Telling me, JC, this wheelbarrow isn't full yet. Why don't you put another couple shovels full of whatever it is that you're digging there?
It's not splattering.
And be careful, 'cause every time you do it, my lantern goes out. What?
Wait a minute.
What's that?
Man, I've hit something solid, I'm telling you.
Stop it, JC. If you break something, the sheriff's going to have us in the sling. Wait a minute. What do you think about that? Greg, how close are we to the church end of the creek?
We're really close. Why?
Oh, my boy, you have struck gold.
What?
Yes, sir, boys. That concrete pillar is part of the foundation of the Farmers Bank. You know what? 50 feet in that direction is the vault.
Wow.
How do you know that, Mitch?
Well, my daddy told me when they built this building, they had to make sure the ground was solid enough for a thick foundation. And they found that when they started digging, the town branch was running on the back of the property. So what they did, they poured the foundation right where the creek passed. This has to be the corner of the bank. I mean, there's nothing else it could be.
Interesting. There's only one thing separating us from being able to live in the lap of luxury. You know what that is?
What's that?
About 10 sticks of dynamite. Hey, Greg, didn't you get a chemistry set through the comic book?
Yeah.
Maybe you could make some.
Hey Karen, I had the weirdest day. No less than 5 people came by my office asking if we had an earthquake last night.
Well, I didn't feel anything, did you?
Well, no, but they're convinced something happened. They said around 3 a.m. on Saturday they heard a boom, like something from a thunderstorm, and things in their houses actually shook a little.
Well, I must have slept through that. But then again, I've learned to sleep through loud noises.
Yeah, okay. Is dinner ready?
Yes, go ahead to the table. Greg's coming over. Peggy, come to dinner, please.
I'm on my way. Is Greg here yet?
No. Maybe he forgot where you live.
Dear.
See, he didn't forget.
Just our luck.
Hi, Greg.
Hi, Peggy. Hi, everybody.
Good evening, Greg. Remind me before you leave, do it. I have a dress pattern for your mother.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, Greg. We were just talking about the earthquake Saturday night.
Earthquake. What earthquake? I don't know anything about earthquake. Do you know anything? Earthquake. Did you hear any earthquake?
I always feel the earthquake when you're around, Greg.
Peggy, please not during dinner. Well, I was just wondering because I had several people come by my office asking if I heard anything about it over the weekend.
I'll ask my parents, but I don't remember anything like that.
So, Greg, how's the job going at Cline?
Oh, well, I only work in the afternoons, but I love it.
Oh, good.
Big responsibility, too. You know, I see hundreds of dollars every day.
Seeing and having are 2 completely different things.
Dear.
Yes, sir, I know, but I have ideas. Big ideas.
Well, is the story making sense yet? Some of you probably have figured out what's getting ready to happen. We'll have Act 3 in just a moment. First, this word from our sponsor. Next time you're driving on that much-needed summer vacation to, say, Lake Cumberland or the Smoky Mountains, or even all the way down 27 to Florida, make sure you plan to stop at the Windmill Motel in beautiful Jessamine County, Kentucky, 7 miles south of Lexington on US 27, right past Chef Sears Restaurant. With 18 beautifully decorated rooms, 18 modern baths, steam heat, new and modern air conditioning, and a radio in every room, so you won't miss those KCAL shows even on vacation. Oh, and don't forget the food too. Chicken and steak dishes are special. We also offer standard oil, gas, and products for your convenience. Call your operator today. Ask for 505F12 to book your stay at the Windmill Motel. And now as we return, we have Greg up to his knees in creek water. Town Branch creek water.
Earthquake, huh? Okay. Let's see. I used all the chemicals in my set to make 2 sticks of dynamite. David at the bank said it appeared that some things had been moved around a little. Well, this stuff I bought in Lexington is supposed to be better quality. And this time, not only am I going to put 10 sticks of dynamite in, but the quantity of nitroglycerin in each stick has been doubled. Let's see if I can move some things up there now. Let's see, this much should open up a hole in the vault wide enough for me to crawl in and get as much money as I can carry. Let me set my timer. There it is. All set. Monday morning, 3 a.m. That'll give me enough time to let the dust settle and then go in the vault, load up the money, and make my escape before the bank employees arrive for work. Oh boy, can you imagine their surprise when they open the vault Monday and voila, it's empty. And me, I'll be as snug as a bug in a rug at home in my bed, counting out my money. Monday, January 17th, 1955. I, Greg Kerwin, declare my financial independence.
Mike, are you awake? It's after 1 o'clock, dear.
Yeah, I just can't sleep. I hate to bother you. I'm gonna go into the living room and read for a while.
Okay, dear, but don't stay up too long.
Oh, I won't. Okay, let's see. What haven't I read? National Geographic. Okay. Saturday Evening Post. Sports Illustrated. A magazine devoted to sports. It'll never make it. Here we go. Reader's Digest. Oh, you can't go wrong with Reader's Digest. Ah.
Mike, what was that?
I don't know. I'm going into the office. Oh, now what? Hello? Yeah, I heard it. I imagine everybody in the county heard it.
Oh, me.
Can you tell where it came from? Okay, I'm headed to my office now. If I see smoke, I'll head there. Okay, I'll see you in a few minutes.
Oh, Mike. Oh, no.
Yeah. You're gonna have to get that. I've got to go.
All right. Hello? Yes, we heard it. Oh, Mike's on his way to the office to check it out. Yes, I will. Goodbye.
And now our story, we're back in 1992 at the campsite.
Honey, are you ready to go?
Oh, in a minute, Princess. Well, you heard it, guys. I gotta go.
No, hold on. You can't leave now. You have to finish the story.
Guys, you heard my beautiful wife, Reta.
No.
I gotta go.
Okay, just tell us what happened. It sounded like you overestimated the dynamite or something.
Well, overestimated is an understatement, to say the least, Mitch. That blast was so strong it practically shook the whole town.
I remember
You
it.
did.
We thought somebody had dropped a bomb on the whole county.
Well, it wasn't supposed to go off until 3 a.m. when everybody would have been home in bed. My clock timer must have been off, I guess. All it was supposed to do was open up a hole in the floor under the bank, under the vault, and then one in the vault itself.
Well, you did achieve one thing. You blew a hole in the bank.
Yeah, a hole in the floor, a hole in the vault, a hole in the ceiling, a hole in the outside wall. Yeah.
And you didn't think that the blast would wake up the whole town?
No, I really didn't, JC. Well, you know, nobody heard the blast the week before, right?
Right.
So I figured if I doubled the amount of dynamite, oh wait, I doubled the number of sticks and the amount of nitro in each stick.
Oh my gosh.
Just a small miscalculation on my part, I guess. Math never was my strong suit anyway.
Yes, another understatement. So, where were you, when the explosion went off?
I was in my bed pretending to be asleep. Yeah, I was going to get up around 2:30 and walk to the end of Depot Street. At 3, I was going to get into the creek and make my way toward the bank. I just wanted to give the dust a little time to settle before I went in to make my withdrawal.
So then where did you go?
Buddy, when I heard how big that blast was, I stayed home.
I don't blame you.
I had no way I could follow through with my plans because everybody would be down there.
Right.
Sheriff, deputies, a
Yeah,
volunteer
sure.
fire department.
Yep.
So I just decided to wait a few hours and let everything kind of settle down before I went to survey the damage.
You know, I went down there in the morning and it was incredible. It was an absolute mess all the way down Walnut Street. Bricks, wood, and coins were all over the street. And there were people picking them up. And it was just crazy.
But, you know, I actually looked in the window of the bank the next morning. Looked like a tornado hit it. The vault was blown apart, teller station's all covered in debris. Now, you know that building was declared unfit, and they had to tear it completely down.
That's crazy, man.
Yep.
That's crazy. But the funny thing, Mark's department store next door was damaged, but they did get to reopen it after a few days.
I guess that's where the blast went, that one toward Walnut Street instead of back toward
I
up.
think it shook Nicholsville.
It did.
Well, I'm like you. I went down there after the afternoon, just a little bit after, and looked around. Well, like everybody else, I picked up a few coins
I
here
did
and
too.
there. But that was
You
bad.
know, I always wondered why nobody was ever arrested for that.
I can't believe it's him.
But look at you. I mean, you turned out okay.
Yeah, well, I stayed low, buddy. Real
I
low.
don't blame you.
I got to thinking about what might have happened if I'd have been successful. You know, there's no way I could have spent that money with a clear conscience.
Yeah.
And then I thought about what might have happened had I been caught. And that incident, well, we'll call it an incident. Guys, it woke me up. After I graduated high school, I got a job up at Teeter in Cassidy and worked there for a few years. Well, now I run the family farm and I'm living a good life and well, I've got a pretty good future.
Yeah.
But you didn't marry Peggy, you married Reta.
Yeah, that's right.
Whatever happened to Peggy? Did she find her poet?
Well, I found my princess and I married her. Peggy? Well, she ran off with a typesetter from a Jessamine journal. I guess she did find her writer.
She found her writer.
There you go. Remember what Cooper said about the blast? Cooper Wilhoit.
Oh,
No.
from the Nicholsville
Yeah.
Police Department.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you say?
Well, a reporter from one of the Lexington papers, I can't remember if it was the Herald or the Leader, asking if they had any suspects about the blast. He said, we don't know who did it, but it was either an inside job or an outside job.
Oh, well, that's it, guys. Now, please, this stays right here between us, okay? Not a word to anybody.
I promise.
Ladies,
No problem.
No.
No.
All right.
All right. And
Come
listen,
on.
well, the next time you hear somebody say, you'll never get away with it, don't do it. Well, I'm here to tell you it can be done, fellas. Because I did get away with it.